It's now time for NRG This Week. NRG stands for Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, go to their website, NRG.Online. It's now time for another episode of NRG This Week.
Hey everybody, I'm Leon here with Mike Weiner. Mike's the CEO and founder of Network Referral Group. Absolutely the best business networking organization in the world. To learn more about NRG, visit their website. That's NRG.Online. Again, NRG.Online. Good afternoon, Mike. How you doing?
Hey, Leon, good afternoon. I am doing super duper groovy. How are you, my partner?
Super duper groovy. That's 3 levels of groovy. What's going on? First of all, to answer your question, I am doing well. Thank you. Thanks
Awesome.
for asking. Now, what's happening that has you 3 levels of groovy? Fill me
So
in.
I'll tell you exactly what it is, Leon. It has nothing to do with the Super Bowl. It's NRG Super Bowl. Your production company, the Leon Thomas Group, collaborated with Holly Holiday. We released the NRG University, the much anticipated university with videos. There's 9 videos. It's going to be triple by spring, Leon. I've been talking to everybody. Every NRG member coming in is going to get videos. They're going to get motivation, education, inspiration, and much more. And Leon, it's been a collaborative project between Holly Holiday, the Leon Thomas Group, Mike Weiner, and the members. And it went live on the day of the Super Bowl. How appropriate, Leon, was that?
Right on. I agree. I agree. The university went live. You sent me a text about that like a couple hours before kickoff.
I did. I'm
Yeah,
super excited.
yeah, I know.
It's been my vision for a long time, and it took a lot longer than I thought. But what do they say? Great things are worth waiting, right? Don't always happen in your time, but eventually they happen. And I posted on Facebook, and my gosh, I got so much response. But it's been a vision of mine to provide additional education for the members. And because of you, Leon, the Leon Thomas Group, because of Holly Holiday, we got it done. So I thank you, Leon, from the bottom of my heart. It's up, it's running. People can see videos and they can get a feel for it. And members can add more videos. You'll be getting some emails from Tanya soon, Leon, with who the members are and what their topics are. And I've carefully educated them that it needs to be to help NRG members. It's not a testimonial for NRG, though we appreciate that. This isn't the forum for that. We want to provide education, inspiration, training, motivation, etc. So thank you, Leon, for all that you do.
Right on. My pleasure to help. Thank you for asking me to be a part of it, Mike. Thank you again.
You're
Our pleasure
welcome.
to help at the Leon Thomas Group. And again, to learn more about us, the Leon Thomas Group, including fine people like Dr. Jay Rasenko, who's working in the background as a producer today, check out our website, theleonthomasgroup.com. Someone told me to say theleonthomasgroup.com. I don't know. Whatever it is, there's a site right there. And again, Mike, thanks for allowing us to be a part
You're
of
welcome.
it. And just a couple more things before we bring our guest on. You mentioned Tanya, your wife. How many days now?
I think we're at about 117 now, Leon. And Valentine's Day is coming up. Guess what I did for her today? I sent her an edible arrangement to her school. She's a teacher. She just messaged me back. She goes, I love it. And I love you, honey. So that's just one of the things. You got to tune in next week at NRG this week, next week, but it'll be this week when it's next week. You get that, and I'll have more things. I'll have more things that I've done, but we got a lot. I got a lot of surprises for my beautiful wife and Leon. You videoed the wedding, and you guys did such a great job, and I can't express my deepest thank you to you. Taylor Swift needs to be using you, and if she ain't using you, and I know ain't a word, but ain't is a word right now. If she ain't using you, the wedding's not going to be the wedding of the century like Mike and Tanya.
Listen to him, Taylor. Listen to him.
Taylor and Kelsey, I don't know what you're doing. You're on
You
TikTok.
need to have us
Oh
produce
yeah,
your wedding. There is no doubt. I mean, I'm biased, but it was good. I'm just saying.
it was great. It was
I'm just
great.
saying. I'm just saying. And Mike, while we're kind of touching on football a little bit, did your team win on Super
Well,
Bowl?
my team didn't win because the Ravens didn't even make the playoffs, but that's another story for another day. Yes, my team won. Seattle. Seattle came through. They dominated. Leon turned the game off at halftime, and I went to bed. So it's I'm ready for baseball season, which started already. Catchers, pitchers, they're there. Did you hear Jackson Holiday broke something? He's not going to play opening day. They've already got an injury
Already with an injury.
already.
So now, based on the number of injuries that I've read about, I think it's going to be the team in the major league who has the best single A roster. They're the ones that's going to win. Okay.
You're
But
probably right. You're probably right. The Orioles, they're about two big pitchers away. They're going to get in the playoffs, but they're not going to go far. Next year, when they get some pitching, better pitching, though I love Bradish, when they get two starters, ace starters, they'll probably advance. But last year they were in last place. This year they're going to get to the playoffs, so it'll be a good year. And I can't wait for spring and get rid of that ugly snow out there. It's been over freezing finally yesterday after 15 days. I know I sound like meteorological Mike with my double Doppler in the backyard, but it finally warmed up, Leon. So
right
what can
on,
you say?
right on. So Mike, tell us who's our guest. Who's our guest today?
I tell you what, Leon, I met Janet Gervers. She'll be, and I heard her talking in the pregame here, where she's been with me 3 weeks Friday. She does some great things. She is amazing, and I like to kind of hand select who I want at NRG this week, not next week, but this week. And Janet is amazing, great personality, very coachable. She wants to learn. She wants to do better. Already been to the Pinball Express that Lori and I do. And I want to bring out to Studio 54, where disco never ends. And Sister Sledge and the Village People are always alive. Janet Gervers. Janet, great to have you here. How are you doing today?
Hi, Leon. I am doing fabulous. And as a matter of fact, on that disco theme, I was listening to Chic the other day. I had a hard time finding them on YouTube, but they did come up after I did the search.
Chic was great.
Wow.
They had a couple of great hits.
You're
Good Times and La Freak.
Those are the two big ones.
The Wayback Machine.
Yeah, you did. Wow, you came in the studio popping. I went back to Chic.
Didn't even know about Studio 54. Janet, I always call it Studio 54 because I love disco music, and some of the music today just doesn't resonate with me. I love disco. I always love disco. So I'm glad you were listening to Chic with La Freak.
That's right.
So Janet, welcome to NRG this week. Glad to have you here. Here you are, your third week as an NRG member, and Mike has already snacked you up and said, "I want you on NRG this week."
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's right. We're already good buddies now. We can joke around with each other.
We are.
Wait until you've known him 26 years like I have.
Oh boy.
Talk about some jokes.
I'll be 87 by then, Leon. Don't even go there.
And 87, if you're thinking about that in terms of the Thomas longevity, that's just getting started. Okay. Janet, I have relatives that live well into their hundreds. So what's the big thing is I'll be around. Yeah, I'm a racquetball coach. I'll be around coaching racquetball till I'm 110.
All
Yeah.
right.
So,
Way to
but
go.
yeah. So Janet, tell us about you. Tell us about your business. Tell us what you do.
Okay. So I'm Janet Gervers. Creativity is my superpower. I use it for designing websites. Jag Media is the business. I have had it for 26 years.
Oh, right
And I've
on.
seen a lot of changes
Yeah.
over time, and there's always something new that's happening. But you know what? The thing that just stays true is that a website lends credibility to your business, and it's your 24/7 online presence.
Right on. Right on. So you said you've been had your business for how long?
26 years.
That's when Mike started NRG 26
Yeah.
years
Exactly.
ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
How
No
about
wonder
that,
we
man?
get along so well, Janet.
Yeah. No, no,
Yeah.
Janet, 26 years ago. Were websites around 26 years ago? Give me a little
Even before that.
even before that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh
I'd
wow.
already been into designing websites for some years by
Okay.
the time 2000 came around.
Yeah.
Believe
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Now, what year did Al Gore actually create the internet? What year was that?
The internet itself was created somewhere in the late 80s, early 90s,
Yeah.
and
Now, was that when Al Gore did it, or is that when he took claim for doing it?
he proclaimed the mid-90s. But you can say he did it. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
He
all
s- he
right.
says he says he did. He says he did. And if that's in his mind,
We'll go
right
with
on
him.
for you, Al. We'll go with it. So Janet, tell us more about what you do now. You were telling us that the website is your 24/7 store or whatever the term you used there was, but tell us what's important about a website and everything that you tell us some more about you. Now, I'm really interested in hearing some more about you. And you said that superpower is what?
My
Marketing?
superpower is creativity.
Creativity. Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Take a couple minutes. Tell us some about that and how all that got started. How did you get in all of this? Where does superpowers come from?
All right.
I
Well, I
mean,
just
did you take a special drink and suddenly you had the superpowers or what? Fill us
after I
in.
cracked out of the egg, I was just drawing and painting. You'll see behind me one of my paintings. And I always loved doing that. But you know what? When I was in high school and it was that time where you decide what you're going to do in college, I found graphic design and I'm like, wow, this looks pretty cool. I'm going to do that. So that's what I went to school for, was graphic design, which I still do. Back then, graphics were kind of like you were designing brochures and posters and logos, things people still do these days, but a lot more of it's online. And as for me, I got my start in Cincinnati, Ohio. I am a Midwesterner, went to school there, University of Cincinnati. A few years after graduation, I got kind of bored and I decided I was going to move to San Francisco, which was a design mecca. And I was going to design websites. I hadn't seen one before, but I knew I was going to design a lot of them. So I moved. And within about 6 months, I started designing websites. And I was in that sort of first batch of website designers that, Al Gore hatched. And worked on a lot of really fun, exciting projects. And it was always just like learning something new every day. So I was there. I did some design for TV stations, individual entrepreneurs, and startup companies. And then before I knew it, I moved down to Pasadena, Southern California. You want to know why?
You wanted to go to the Rose Bowl.
Okay, it's close to the Rose Bowl, but I got an amazing job offer from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory,
Oh,
JPL. I wasn't even looking. I was down in LA for a computer graphics conference.
yeah.
met someone from JPL. They had a booth at it. They were showing off the Mars rover, and we got to talking, and they were like, "Oh, we're hiring a designer. Would you be interested?" And I'm like, "Well, I might." I was totally clueless at the time, and I was just thinking, I'm never going to hear from this person again. But right after the conference ended, I did, and about a month later, I ended up in Pasadena, and that's what got me down to Southern California.
Right on. Good for you. So now let's go back a bit. So you went to school at the University of Cincinnati,
That's right.
where the airport for Cincinnati is actually in northern Kentucky.
Yes, you are right. Most
Right?
people don't know that.
Yes,
Wow.
it's in northern Kentucky. And
Just
uh,
across the river.
yes, yes. So right on. And this is interesting. Something just happened here, Mike.
What?
I'm here in the studio,
Yeah.
right? And I just heard a door close back there. But I'm the only one here. So,
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
hmm,
What's going on?
The
hmm.
studio ghost.
It is. It's the studio ghost, but that's okay. We'll continue on anyway. See how I made that rhyme? So, so Janet, so you go to school in Cincinnati, go to California, start designing all these things like you said you wanted to do way back when, right? You started doing what you said you wanted to do. You go to work for the Jet Propulsion Labs, right? You start working there. That had to be like a huge takeoff for your career there to work there, huh? That sounds like that's a lot of fun. You did a lot of cool things there, didn't you?
It was pretty amazing. Yeah. Yeah. We're a very small creative team, a few creatives and some techie geeks. There were a lot of techie geeks there, by the way. And we were designing websites as well as interactive CD-ROMs that were about the previous space missions. And these were distributed to grade schools and high schools so kids could learn about space and the various missions that were happening.
Yeah. Wow, but what a great background. This is good stuff. And now you're helping businesses, entrepreneurs have their message right, their marketing right, and all those things. That's what you're doing now, right? This is good stuff. Look at you. Right on. So tell us this. Give me a little inside scoop now. Okay, a little inside scoop.
All right.
All right. If you were to look at a website, what are like the three things that you see most common that need to be changed on folks' websites? Give me three
Good
insights.
question.
Go
Look
ahead.
at
Give me
that.
That's a
three.
great
Like that question, Leon.
Okay, first of all, you need a graphic at the top that's going to attract attention, the attention of your audience. Okay, so your audience isn't everybody. It's going to be a certain group of people. So, say if your website is sports related, you're going to want to have something that's a sports related graphic or a video. Okay, that's the first thing. Second is consistency. You want to use the same fonts throughout your website from page to page and the same color palette from page to page. So it all looks like it's coming from the same place. And in terms of this is the third thing, when it comes to your fonts and your colors, pick 2 to 3 at the most. Don't have 800 million colors that are being splashed around all over, curly Q fonts that people can't read. Make sure that the font is legible. So if you're not sure about it, ask some people, can you read this? Or just say, hey, look at my website. What do you think? Of course, you're going to get a million different opinions, but it's really important that people can actually read the text, but you want something attention grabbing at the top. That's the first thing. Because you know what? People will leave your website in 3 seconds if they don't like what they see.
Mm-hmm. Right on. Thank you. Thank you for those tips. I know now I'm not the professional in that like you are, but I know that when I look at websites and I can't read what's there because of either the fancy font that grandma likes or the color scheme, right? Like a pink background with yellow writing. I'm like, what? How am I supposed? Then I think it's an eye problem, so I put these bad boys on, and that ain't helping, right? That's not helping. So I'm like, come on, people. So now next time I see that, should I just copy the website and send it to you and say, Janet, call them? How should we handle that? What do we do?
You could do that or tell them to call me.
Okay. All right. I'm going to start, Mike. You know what I'm going to start doing now? Every time I go to a website and it's
What's up?
those three things that Janet just mentioned, I see them. I'm going to go on the contact part of the website if they have one, and I'm going to say, you need to contact her. Right?
There you go.
Yeah. And Janet, yeah, I don't know if your email will blow up or not, but hey, part of being an NRG member, right? Right on. So now, Mike, so you met Janet 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, 3 weeks ago, this Friday. Yep,
All right.
19 days ago, Leon. You know I count everything down. Janet and I met 19 days ago.
Got to count down.
You're a numbers guy.
It has always been that way with Mike. Always. I love it.
Always.
I love it. It's always been that way. So in the 19 days since you tell us 19 days ago when you met Janet, what did you think? Think about her business, her attitude, and all of those things. I already know what you're going to say. I just want the viewers and listeners to hear it. Go ahead.
You know what? For the viewers out there watching this, Janet is extremely professional, great personality, knows what she's doing. She and I started literally around the same time, so she's got the experience. She's been through everything, good websites, bad websites, and everything in between. So you're watching now in 2026. You're watching in 10 years in 2036. You're watching in 2046 when I'll be 81. And Janet and I will have known each other 20 years and 3 weeks. You know, it's get a hold of Janet. She's your superpower to jetting your website to where it needs to go. I put a little Steve Miller band in there, jet airliner, but she's your propeller. She's going to take you your rocket ship. Yeah. Fly like an eagle with Janet. Steve Miller band. Fly like an eagle and to the sea. I won't sing the rest of it. Now I got the song going in my head. I had a little freak going in my head a minute ago. But you got to get with Janet. She knows what she's doing. And Leon, what I love about Janet, she has been on a lot of Zooms. She's been to Pinball Express. She came to Pinball Express when she was sick. And she looked great. You couldn't tell. I tell you, us guys, we're wimps when we get sick. Right, Leon? We get a cold.
You're a wimp when you get
I'm
sick.
A wimp.
I'm a man's man when I get sick.
I don't know.
I tough it out.
That's not what I heard from the home team. But that's all good.
Don't believe everything you hear.
But Janet she looked good. She talked great. And she knows what she's doing. I got complete confidence in her.
Right on. Right on. I do too. Right on. So Janet, Mike, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick midpoint break. And then when we come back in about 2 minutes and 20 seconds, I'll back away. The two of you go ahead and chat. Folks, you are watching NRG This Week with Mike Weiner. Our guest today is Janet Gervers, and Janet is absolutely the person you need to talk to about marketing, creativity, your brand, and your website. You reach Janet at jagmedia.net. We'll be right back after this short break.
At Rod's Car Repairs, we work on all cars, old cars, new cars, and your car. Car Repairs by Rod.io.
Baked by Brianna has been your Baltimore hometown bakery since 1969. Located in Roxton Plaza, Baked by Brianna. Visit bakedbybrianna.io.
From the creative team that brought you The Browning Project and Dead by Morning comes a new thriller that will change the way you look at white-collar crime forever. Falling from the Sky.
Water. It's everywhere. We drink it, we bathe with it, we cook with it. Coffee's made with water. Toilets won't flush without it. It's used for washing clothes, dishes, utensils, pots, pans, floors, and our teeth. Plants and crops need water, animals drink it, and fish need it too. And don't forget, we can have a lot of fun in the water. Water. What will we do without it?
I'm Leon Thomas with the Leon Thomas Group. Podcast, virtual events, webinars, streaming shows, and so much more. We want to be your partner in all things virtual.
Hey, welcome back to NRG This Week. I'm Leon Thomas. Our guest today is Janet Gervers, and that other guy there, my friend, longtime friend, Mike Weiner, the CEO and founder of Network Referral Group. To learn more about NRG, check out their website, NRG.Online, and all those ads you saw are all created by employees and team members, interns, also at Leon Thomas Group. All right, Mike, Janet, I'm going bye-bye. It'll be just the two of you. I'll come back to Studio 50.
We will bring you back, big guy.
Later on. Take care. See you later.
Take care, Leon. Thank you. Hey, Janet, you know what? I appreciate you being here. There is always a backstory. What was it that you woke up one morning and you go, I got to do websites? You share, take 2-3 minutes. I'm going to ask you 4 or 5 questions. Take 2-3 minutes. What was it that you woke up one day and you go, I need to do a website?
Okay. So we're going to the Wayback Machine for a moment.
We are the Wayback Machine.
In Cincinnati.
Okay.
I was working in retail advertising for a division of Federated Department Stores. So that's like lots of catalog design, newspaper ads, and so forth. And one of my newly hired techie geek colleagues was telling me about this thing called the internet. And I'm like, oh, that sounds really cool, and websites and so forth, but we didn't have the ability to see it there. I don't know. It just sounded so cool. And I was like, I'm going to be a website designer. That's literally how it happened. And I moved to San Francisco 6 months later. So it was really at the time when websites were starting and becoming a thing. So I jumped in headfirst at the right time. And it was just, it's been a really fun ride.
They always say timing is everything. So it sounds like you kind of hit it at the right time. So that's cool. Give us, without mentioning your client's name, give us a testimonial of a website that you've done for a client and how it affected them, whether it was doubling their revenue, increased sales, credibility, whatever. Give us one example. There's people out there watching. They've got websites that are not there. I know there's static websites and there's dynamic websites, and the static doesn't do anything, no leads coming in. You have another kind of website that really is popping. Give us one of your clients' testimonial about some of the great work you've done.
Sure. Yeah. So my chiropractor, back when I lived in California and Santa Monica, he told me he hated his website, and it was kind of ugly. It was like brown and beige, and he said nobody was coming to it. And he's like, if I don't like my website, why would anybody else want to come to it? So we talked about it. I did a completely new design for him that was vibrant, that echoed his personality. It was beautiful to look at, but also it's something where he said, you brought my website into the 21st century. People are now coming to my website to view videos, book appointments, and learn. So it did kind of the trifecta because he got more people booking appointments with him. That's really kind of the thing where the money comes in. The people were looking at his videos where he was teaching them to do, exercises that would help them with whatever problem they happen to have. So people were looking and they were engaging with his site. And that's what you want people to do, engage with your website so they come back. So he is still a client. And this was, let's see, when did I designed a site in 2019. And since that time, we've done a bit of a makeover and we update it on a regular basis. And that's something just to add in there. It's really important to update your website because you know what? It's kind of like a garden. If you cultivate your garden, it'll grow. But if you don't, water it or weed it or whatever, it's going to die.
Good analogy.
Happens to your
analogy.
Yeah.
And you know what? It sounds like your chiropractor, you took them from static to, what is the word? There's another word than dynamic, but static.
It's good, but it's also, it elevated his
online
presence, elevated his business.
And you did that with him. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Janet, you've been with me. It's been about 19 days, 3.5 hours, something like that. For our viewers out there, there's two types of people. They've been in another networking group that hasn't worked, or they've never been in a networking group. So share your experience. Take 2-3 minutes. Share your NRG experience. From my standpoint, you're a great member. You come in with energy, always happy, always positive. And you visited a lot of groups, and that's part of the benefit. But, share your NRG experience for our viewers.
Yeah, sure. So I've been in a ton of networking groups in my time as an entrepreneur for 26 years. And I was a little bit skeptical. But, my colleague who referred me to the group was really excited about it. I'm like, well, I'll just give it a try. It won't hurt to check it out. And I went and I was almost immediately impressed. People were there and they were giving referrals. They wanted to. It wasn't like they were being forced to give referrals. And some of them were like, no, I don't need a referral. I've got plenty. But here, let me give you a referral. And I've never really experienced groups like that where people were just like, hey, I just want to give instead of get. So that was really amazing. And Mike, you connected me to a minimum of 30 people, which was amazing. They were all real. I haven't talked to all of them yet, but we have appointments. I've talked to a lot of people who I've already gotten referrals from them. Some new projects are in the making, and everybody was just very responsive. And that's not something you find in most networking groups. There'll be a few people that might be responsive, and then there are others that are kind of duds. I haven't encountered any duds at all. And every single group that I went to, everybody was really just receptive. And it's like the group name, NRG. There was lots of energy, positive energy that was going on. And people really do want to help each other out with their business. And Mike, you're a great leader too. You make sure that everybody in the group gets the kind of guidance that they need. You were there to help me, with my intro and how to connect within the group.
No, I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, you fit it. You were perfect when you came out, and you did everything right, and you fit in well. And now I'm excited to see where we can go with this. So thank you for your kind words. Appreciate that. All right, I'm going to ask you a question I never asked anybody. What's your favorite disco song? Because we were talking disco before, so I got to ask you, what is your favorite? And you could give me a group if you don't have a song, but we were talking disco earlier on before the show.
Got one.
Go ahead.
Staying Alive.
Staying Alive, the Bee Gees. Yeah, that was probably their biggest hit. They had a lot of hits back in the 70s, so no, it's a great song. Great song. Great I love your answer. All right, one last question. What have I not asked you that you would like to share? That's my always end with that. Is there something about your business, your personality, your background? Share, take 2-3 minutes, share whatever you want, and then we'll bring Leon back on.
Okay, yeah. So while designing websites is the primary thing that I do in my business, there is more. I also do what's known as branding. And branding is creating all of your visuals from your logo, your website, social media banners, anything you can think of that's visual, even a Zoom background. Making sure that all of those pieces match up so they look like they're coming from the same place, because when they don't, it's called a broken brand. But that's where I come in. I can cure that. I'm your design doctor. I make sure that all of those pieces match up so people recognize who you are. You're more visible, you have more credibility and cash flow. So it's design, branding, also design logos, social media banners, and even put together things like YouTube channels. So if you think about it, anything visual at primarily website design and branding design. Oh, and one more thing. I also host a monthly show. It's called Jag Media Gold Hour. It's on the third Wednesday of the month. And if you go to my website, jagmedia.net, just click the events tab. We have a different guest each week, and we'll usually talk about something that's related to design, marketing, and business growth. And we also have time for networking as well. So it's coming up next week. I hope you'll join us.
Did you say you're the design doctor?
Yes.
I like that. So here's what I wrote this down. You're the design doctor. So you are the prescription for their branding needs. You like that?
You're
do. A prescription for their branding needs.
Great.
So, all right, we're going to bring Leon back. Janet, it has been awesome having you here. And, I personally hand select who I want on NRG this week. And you know what? If we're talking baseball, you knocked it out of the park. It was not a solo. It wasn't a 2-run homer. It was a grand slam. Bases were loaded. All the bases cleared. Leon, going to send it back to you in Studio 54. My partner, here we go. Partner in NRG this week. The one, the only. My voice is going in and out. Leon Thomas.
Yes, indeed. Right on. Janet, it's great meeting you.
Great meeting you too, and appreciate being here.
Tell me some more about your show. You say when is it happening again? When is your show take place?
It is the third Wednesday of the month. So the next one is Wednesday, February 18th, 2 p.m. Eastern. It's 1 golden hour of networking and learning.
Right on. I like it. And folks can get information about that on your website, correct?
They sure can.
And that website again is, what is it?
Jagmedia.net.
Jagmedia.net. Right on. So that's where you go. All right. Go to jagmedia.net. You can get in touch with Janet and let her elevate your game all around, because that's what she does. That's what she's good at. Okay, you got it. So give her a holla. All right. Just saying. Janet, I have a question for you. Pickleball or racquetball?
Oh, gosh. Neither. I'm a designer. I use a mouse, so.
What?
What?
No, you come on. Pickleball? You don't.
Janet, just say racquetball, because he's got the largest racquetball around the country.
The largest youth racquetball program in the country.
Yeah.
Is right here in beautiful Baltimore, Maryland. Racquetball Revival.
Racquetball Revival.
Yeah.
.com.
I think I've played it a few times, but.
Oh, yes. But you haven't played pickleball.
I'm much better at design. Let's put it like that.
Okay, good. So you're someone I'd want to meet on the pickleball court. I'm on the racquetball court. I want people like
you can beat me.
Yeah. So we'll give you an invitation
Okay.
for that. Mike has a standing invite. He hasn't shown up yet. I invited him 223 days ago.
Now who's counting
And
down?
he has yet to show up. He
Tanya will be much
he
better
hasn't
at
even come to
racquetball.
the same county. All right. Hasn't even come to the same county yet. So anyway, Janet,
We'll get
you'll
there.
get there. Janet, it's great having you on the show. Thanks for your time. Thanks for being here, everyone. Thanks for watching NRG this week. Mike, any announcements or anything that folks should know about before we sign off?
March 6th, Spring 2025 NRG Extravaganza. Keynote speaker Tawana Smith, Tawana Lowry. Guess what? She's been with me 3 months. She's done over, it was 11. She's done over 17, might even be $19,000 in business. She helps companies tell their story. We got sponsorships. We just sold 2, Leon, since Friday. We still need 6 more. So get in touch with me. The number is here, 443-756. Look at that. Jay is amazing, Leon, isn't he? 9656. If you need to be a sponsor, come on out. And we'll have it on the website here in a day or two. How you could sign up to attend. We're going to have a lot of folks there, Leon. It's going to be amazing. And we are excited for the 2026 NRG Spring Extravaganza. And the design doctor will be there. Leon will be there. Everybody will be there. You don't want to miss this event. It's like missing the Super Bowl networking event of your life. And if you miss it, you're going to lay in bed. You're going to have MW, Mike Weiner withdrawal. It's worse than COVID. You have sweats. You got hot flashes. Don't put yourself in that predicament. You go to the doctor. He goes, "What's wrong?" I had NRGW. What's that? NRG withdrawal. You don't want any of these ailments. These ailments are not good. Much worse than long-term COVID. Okay, Leon, I'm done.
Wow. NRG.
There we go. Jay's got it posted. No, wow. You don't want RGW. Tylenol will not help it. No, it will not help.
Wow, that's a good one, Mike. That's good. That's good. Right on. Everyone, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week on NRG This Week. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
We really will.